I don't know what happened there. I had to just turn off and on the... Anyways, I had 2 batches of cream sodas I lubed today. And then I went to go take some pictures. But yeah, pretty nice day until it wasn't. It started raining pretty badly. So yeah. He's not trolling? No. It was just quick on and off. I don't understand why that happens. It's been happening a lot lately with this, so I don't hope it's not just dying. I don't know. I feel like I've been having really bad luck with stuff. But if you guys wanted to see some of the pictures I took, I put them in Discord. I actually slightly tuned them a little bit more past the ones I just put in Discord. But yeah, it was like overcast day. It was just kind of like, I don't know, I was walking around. Like I said, just did an hour of that. Got some lunch on the way home. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Loop switches. I was doing Trudeau's other board. So I think I did... Well, I'm almost... Where did I put the other PCB? Oh, I put it back, I think, in the bag. Anyways, I don't have it right here on me because I put it back in the bag. But I did mil-maxing on one PCB, and then I half mil-maxed another PCB. And then, dude... So I got 2 things I want to say. I'm so mad at myself for 2 reasons. What camera do I use? I use a Leica M11 for outside. Inside, I use a Fuji GFX 100S. I misplaced the majority of the tape that I ordered. Dude, I think it's my own fault. I need to stop doing this. Sometimes what I do is like I know I ordered something and I just leave it in a bag. And I'm like, oh, I'll just go get it when I need it. I think what happened, it was only $20 worth of tape. It's fine. It's still $20 though. Like I'm a little sour about it. But I think what I did was I left it in the Amazon bag. And then when I was cleaning out my shipping area, I probably thought it was garbage. Because it's such a small roll of tape, like a thin roll of tape. So it is what it is. I've had my eyes on the 102 for a hot minute. You can get 100Ss for dirt cheap right now. Like, you can get 100Ss. I got my 100S for the price of an X-T5. So, if you want a medium format camera, I would look at the deals going on while 100Ss are still available. I did it with a tab of 12 tabs of acid ones. Huh? JTK is good for yes, I think JTK makes good stuff. I don't know if something has changed with JTK keycaps recently, but I think they do. Also, what the X106, dude, me and Dane were talking about this. That camera, the X106, I double checked too, around me anyways. It's already sold out everywhere, and there's already issues with stock. Can I just say that I think the X100 series is nice and all, but truly, if you guys are looking for a camera that you can bring around with you, I feel like the Ricoh GR3 makes more sense as a pocketable camera and looks just as good with some of the photos. Alternatively, I just don't know if I personally feel comfy spending aftermarket prices, because that's what they're going to go for. But my film sims, I know, I don't mind film sims. I think they're really fun. They're really awesome. But another thing you can just do is just take the photo in RAW and then just apply stuff afterwards. Alex, I took your advice about having one WOB set, swapped out Soul Blossom with my red Envoy. The difference is amazing. It was red, now it's red. Dude, WOB makes the board, if you have a popping board, makes it pop, bro. Saying hey from Vancouver. You look high AF. I look high? Do I look high today, guys? I think I look pretty normal today. My eyes aren't red or nothing. Oh, maybe... Oh, what happened there? I don't know what happened there. One of my eyes has a little red spot in it. I don't think I look high. Oh, as a mean thing? Cute eyes. Thank you, Beasley. Appreciate it. Looking hot today. Appreciate you guys. You look beautiful. 4:20 in 10 minutes. I was gonna say, I did the other day while I was walking. You think glasses protect you from this, but a piece of dirt did like swoosh into my eyeball. Dude, my eyes were watery like crazy, dude. It was wild. Sacker and I have been talking about what I want to do cam-wise for days. I know it's such a big decision. Yeah, I got something else I'll talk to you guys about. But first things first, let's take a look at what we're building today. This is the Univers, and this is something that only, I think the info for this went live today. So I've had this in my possession for a while. It's called the, come on camera, are you really gonna do this to me right now? It's called the Univers. It is from a company called Typeface, and it's gonna be in stock. Now, I actually did not know the price point of this, and I double checked. I don't think they ever communicated it to me until literally this morning. Price point on this is pretty nice for in stock. It looks like, if I understand the website correctly, this is going to come out to be about 220. A company called Typeface, and it's called the Univers. Yeah, it's cool. Like I think you guys are going to enjoy the board today. It has an effective height of 21.7. So I'm not too sure what the front height, like the non-effective front height would be. But it does have a tapping degree of 6 as well. The only thing that I can see on the stat sheet that brings up a little bit of a is it's going to use Molex, the EasyMate stuff. So if you guys don't already know, I do think Molex connectors for keyboards are kind of meh, but we'll see. And the reason why I think they're kind of meh is just because Molex connectors have a rated use of something like 6. I think it's literally the number 6. I've used them a bunch of times with boards. I have a few boards where I've gotten to 10 uses, and it seems okay. So I don't know whether to take that at face value or not, but I'm going to go with what they rated at, which is not very many uses. But let's open this guy up. Molex equals Nolex. What's up, Chozo? How you doing, man? So again, take that with face value, though, because I don't actually know how many times. Is there anything in here? Is the box or something? No, I don't know. Oh, also, I've never opened this yet. I've been waiting to open this with you guys. This is also using the Fly Daughter board, which is good because it is universal. So this does have a bit of a wood accent on it as well, which we'll see as we open it up. There's the feet. We have little gaskets. So the mounting style here is going to be along the lines of like what the Frog uses. We have some plates. We have half plate. And then we have, I like what they did here. Now, I'm not saying I wish they did this, but I kind of do. I wish they took the idea that the Wuche Freya had and made it so you can combine different things with the half plate. But I appreciate that you're able to take this out and not have to buy 2 different plates if you just want to try one and then switch to another. And technically, you can just reattach this too. So I kind of appreciate that. Interesting little tidbit there. We have a hot swap PCB. Yeah, there's some cringe moments in Discord. You know what's crazy to me? That's a cool design of the PCB, actually. Holy cow.
Ayo, who's that hunk on screen?
Sacker,
Alex,
what's up,
I'm just
man?
talking about chat. You're just okay.
Oh.
Alexotos love.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Sacker, my bad. Combination plate is nice. Yeah, and I do appreciate, though, that, again, going back to the plate for one more moment, what I mean by this is technically, even if you snap this out, you can just re-put it in. Like, you don't need this to have one big piece. So it is kind of cool that you can not have to buy 2 different things. Okay, quick little thing, because I feel like it's important to talk about. Guys, if you have stereotypes, like, listen, I'm not going to tell you guys what to think. But, like, if you have predetermined thoughts in your head about certain groups of people, and then you voice them out in public, and then someone challenges you on that because they're idiotic, it's just like, I don't know what the expectation is. Just don't do that, bro. Like, it's so crazy to me that had to happen. It's not like, again, it's not the end of the world, but crazy to me, dude. What's up, Clown? How you doing? Also, this is a really cool box. Has like a little piece of leather on here on the top, or I don't know, pleather. Little metal things here. I really like this box. Again, would still prefer a hard shell case, but I'm not mad at this box at all. Dare we ask? Don't even ask. Just someone in Discord being cringe. But we have a zero policy stuff for this now, so no more learning moments for people. They can go learn on their own time. All right. Oh, let me get my little desk pad because I don't want to like damage things. But yeah, the price point looks like it's going to be about $220 for this. But you can opt to get no plate, so it looks like you could even just spend $200 on this, and it should be okay. I'm actually kind of excited to put this together today. Oh, my back, dude. All day today, I've been head down soldering things and mil-maxing stuff and lubing. My back feels so bad right now, dude. Alex, every moment I watch your streams, I'm learning. Hell yeah, dude. Kenny, you're actually cute, holy. Huh? Me? Kenny, please. Oh, this is a nice color. Oh, that's cool. They already have an accent over here, but I'm gonna put the wood accent in. It's like almost reminds me of the Mechanist aquamarine type thing. Oh, this is, I kind of like that. I don't know why I'm a sucker for that. Cool. It's a nice color, actually. Here, let me get it away from this. Wow. So it does have a bit of a cherry lip here. Just ever so slightly has a bit of one here in the front. It's a unique layout as well. So this is a really compact, as you can see, it's no bigger than a 60% here. But quite the interesting layout for sure. And then this little wood accent can go here. I like how they filled this in with an accent as well. The handle on this is really nice. Here's the side profile. Standard box on wedge with a little bit of a flare with that kind of stepped design they have on the back. Wow, okay, I kind of like this. Has a little bit of weight too. Cool. It's weird, but I think just because the typeface is quite nice, I like the way that they did this in the back. Yeah, I don't mind it being that big, but it is at least a good font. At least it's not like shitty cursive that doesn't really match the rest of the board. I think the bottom though, from a design perspective, might not be for everyone. But at least it's on the bottom, thank goodness. But I like this here on the top, and I like that little bit of a cherry lip that they got going on. It blends in really nicely with the case. This is cool. I believe the font is, yeah, Univers, or the typeface is. Cool, and they got a little bag or weight to go on the inside. It's stepped on the inside too, which I'm assuming is just to give it a little bit more clearance. Very, very neat. And then how does the daughter board? Oh, the daughter board would just sit here in the back. Okay, interesting. All right. Now the question is, because we can technically build this plate list, is do I want, actually this is hot swap. There is a solderable PCB option. So maybe we don't do, maybe we just go with the FR4 plate today. How many shillings are we looking at? So if my pricing that I'm kind of calculating here, because it looks like they've put everything separately. The keyboard case is 167. The plate looks like it's going to be 19, and the plate's optional technically. And then a solderable PCB will be 30. So it looks like if you just opt for a solderable PCB and want a plateless experience with the keyboard case, it looks like it's going to be about $190. And it's in stock in 4 days. They did send this out for me to take a look at, so they are. I'm assuming, I'm going to make the assumption because they haven't told me otherwise, that I'm allowed to keep this. However, it's not going to affect my opinion, as you guys normally know. Thank you, Dr. Killswitch. Appreciate the tier 1. And we'll probably end up giving this away anyways. How am I feeling today? Good, but I feel like today was too short. I think today just flew by because of how many switches I had to lube. So, but if you guys did want a plate, I do believe this is still going to be about the 220 mark with the plate, but not bad. Tofu, thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Here's the PCB, everybody. How was your guys' day today? So there's no geek hack link. It's just whatever I linked you guys on the typeface.com. You might be building the universe right now, but you don't realize that you are my universe. God damn, Angel. This is like, if I spin this quick enough, do you think I can hypnotize you guys? Hey, if I spin this real quick, just imagine I'm spinning it faster. Pretty rough day at work, but I got to type on an OSA V2 all day, so that's a bonus. Hell yeah. Hey, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing. No, I'm too nervous, man. Too nervous to do that. You've already hypnotized me? God damn, bro. You guys are too nice. All right, well, I think I want to do FR4 today. But yeah, so this was supposed to be streamed about 3 weeks ago, but they delayed it a few times just because they wanted to perfect the packaging. So I'm not sure. The packaging looked great to me. I'm not too sure what they could have perfected with the packaging. But cool. Interesting board. This is the hot swap variant. Don't expect too much with this hot swap PCB, but it does look like we get a split backspace. It's fixed spacebar at 6.25U. We have stepped and regular, and that's it. I'm not too sure what the solderable PCB looks like, so I'm not sure what options we have. So keep that in mind as well. But with that being said, let's take a look at our stabilizer situation and start adding some stabs in. Thank you for the gifted. I appreciate it, man.
Flair Elise gifted a tier 1 sub to Oldster.
Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that. So we need 4 stabilizers today. I do want to put this wooden piece in, though. That is like #1 move for me right now. Why can't I close this bag? Okay, so the other thing, I'm sure solder's gonna be, I'm assuming it will be fixed, Oak. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you there. I got gifted yesterday and didn't realize, so I wanted to pay it forward. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So the other thing that I was gonna complain about today is an age-old story. Age-old. Hello from Singapore. What's up? How you doing? Dude, listen, I know some of you guys might say I sound like a boomer saying this, okay? But like, one of my biggest pet peeves, this is literally a tale as old as time. God damn, dude. Stubbs, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, bro. I appreciate you, man. Hope all is well, my friend. Dude, I cannot deal with people on the street who, like, I get it. I understand the whole concept of everyone's living their life. Everyone has their own shit to deal with. But like, some people, man, they just don't care. I was walking today. I was by myself walking. There was nowhere to move. And these 2 people just, they weren't even really engaged in a conversation, really. They just did not want to move. And then I moved as far to the wall as possible. And they still hit me. And one of them's like, hey. I just like, how far up your own ass do you need to be to like not realize that you are not the only... I just don't want to bump. I don't want to start something, you know? Like, I'm not going to like body check. I just don't want to do that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Drives me up the walls, dude. Oh my God, every day. I can't believe that people just don't, like, were they just not taught to move out of the way? Were they not taught to, like, you know, share the sidewalk with your fellow human beings? I get it, you're having a bad day. Once or twice is fine, but I guarantee this is a reoccurring thing. Hockey is a sport of Canada, cross-check them? Honestly, dude. Honestly. Let me get a 6.25U wire. I might need to go... Actually, do I have one right here? I do. But I stood my ground, excuse me, sends a firm but gentle enough message. Yeah. Honestly, maybe I should have shouted, excuse me, but... I tore my hoodie today coming back from a jam because 2 people seeing me carrying a guitar were still walking straight at me and like, yeah, guys, I will jump with the wall with my axe because you cannot make some space to walk. It's crazy, man. I just don't get, like, I don't get it. It's like a manners thing. It's like people who need to be on their cell phone while they're like crossing the street or just walking. Just put it away for like 1 goddamn second, man. That was actually the craziest thing I ever witnessed downtown was someone on their cell phone. This was in front of, I want to say it was in front of St. Lawrence Market, I think. And it's a pretty busy area if you guys have never been. And someone was walking across the street and it was a red light, but it changed. So the cars were moving this way and they weren't paying attention on their cell phone, walked right into traffic, almost got hit. Bunch of cars had to like brake really hard and honk their horns. And then the guy saw what he did and continued to cross the street saying sorry. Crazy to me, dude. Classic. I'm sure that's very reoccurring in big cities, but like, just chill for 1 sec, man. Put away the phone. People talking on their phone while they're trying to check out from a store drives me up the walls. Yeah. You know, oddly enough, that doesn't bug me as much nowadays, but when I was like younger, that used to like kill me inside because I'm just like, dude, why? Now I'm just like, all right, a little bit more patience, I guess. I don't know if I'm just coping at this point though. That's like the lady who almost hit me going 30 miles per hour in a parking lot. What happened there? I genuinely can't stand people walking like that. In New York City, every tourist walks shoulder to shoulder to make sure that no one else can use the sidewalk when while they are seeing buildings for the first time. The AirPods and talking loudly in the grocery store drives me up the walls. I know exactly what you mean. We'd have people tell us to hush because they're on their phone while treating their kids in the ER. We'd have people tell us to hush because they're on their phone while treating their kids in the ER. What? So they're telling you who are helping their kids to stop talking? Get out of town. No way, bro. That is actually crazy. That is literal insanity, dude. Jesus. Oh my God. No way. That actually kind of bugs me a little bit too. I'm kind of getting heated hearing about that. The worst one is when they talk to people on their phone while on the speaker while holding up the phone next to their ear. Oh, I see that very often. That is like a very common thing I see here. Especially going grocery shopping, you see that a lot. It's like they have a stance for it. It's like this. This is what they do. They'll have the speaker on and it'll be like this. Yeah? How can I help you? Bro, it does this. It does the same thing. It's the craziest thing. It's the same thing. But they do this. They'll move it to their ear, move it to their ear. And it's like, huh? Because they miss like something as it's traveling. It's crazy to me. That's really my dad, though. He does that dumb shit. That's my favorite. Both my parents do that. I don't get it. It's so interesting. It hurts to hold the phone to your ear for a long period of time. You know, actually, I do see this a lot, though. I think some people press the phone into their skull, but I do it like this, where I'm just kind of holding it literally like this, and I find everything's clearer and sounds better instead of pressing the phone into my ear. I feel like that's... I don't know if it's like a mistake at that point, but I don't know if it's just something that people do by accident. I just use my AirPods. Believe it or not, I keep forgetting mine at home when I'm out, so... Where is my lube brush? Here we go. That shit is annoying AF. Old phones used to be pressed to the ear. You're not wrong. So maybe it is kind of like a little bit of a gut reaction there. Hold on, guys. One moment. Be right back. I'm just going to quickly get some water or to get something. One second. So anyone make any new board purchases? I'm still very close on picking up a Navi. Very, very close. But I might wait. Maybe there'll be something new on the horizon for me. Wait, so peeps still have corded phones? That's kind of dope. I will admit something right now. When my parents switched over to wireless cordless phones, don't get me wrong, they're super convenient. But also, those wireless cordless phones had so many problems. And when my parents had corded phones, I never remember having any sort of like issue or need to replace one. So I kind of do miss the corded phones just because, I don't know, I feel like maybe they were built better. I don't know, maybe they just worked better. They were just kind of nicer. Sold my Wind X98 to buy a Wind XR2. Ooh. I love wireless charging, so I almost never plug in my phone. I bought one of those little wireless charging pads. They're nice to have, but at night I still plug in my phone. I just realized we're like 30 minutes in almost, and I've lubed 2 stabilizer housings. God damn. When you have a radio on and you want to hear a little frequency interference, or you would hear a little frequency interference and you would know that a phone call was coming. Oh, it would be like this. Right, like that, right, Angel? It'd be that right there, right? And then a phone call would hit in. It's that exact noise. I remember that, bro. That's the one. That's the noise. I miss that so much. You could tell a phone call was coming in like 3 seconds early. Hell yeah, dude. The designer of this board has some feels about flex cuts. I have also a particular distaste for keyboards that started the arms race to achieve peak flex. It got to the point where plates and PCBs started to look like they got pushed through a cheese grater. They often came out at the expense of the actual user experience, sacrificing sound and feel for a few glamorous seconds you can see happen in a YouTube video. I agree with him. I think it was novel at first, and I kind of bought into that kind of novel aspect of having the flex cuts. But then when the dust settled a little bit, I'm like, oh, there's not really many use cases where I really like these. Now, I will admit something, which is, maybe tough to do. There have been a handful of keyboards with really good use of how they implemented their flex cuts. Some for reasons being like that PCB with the curved, the model OLED with the curved plate. Some have actually implemented it in a very smart way. But I will admit, I do think that era where everything was flex cuts was exactly how they put it at the expense of the end user. It was kind of like a little bit of a meme, So, I do not disagree, friends. My man got post-flex clarity. It's pretty good, Angel. Got to admit. That is pretty damn good. Embrace the flex. Hand wire everything together, and don't forget the PCB. All flex. Fuck the PCB, dude. You know what we need to get? Single individual PCBs per switch, and then you just string them all together and dangle them like little charms and let it flutter in the wind. Who needs a solid PCB anyways? Yeah, some people like them. I'm in boat, don't like them though. But it's all preference. Please don't forget that, guys. We can all have our opinions, but you know what? It's all preference at the end of the day. Better than anything Tim could come up with, fuck that guy. God damn. Still can't believe Evo, man, with the Tim thing yesterday. That's the kind of thing. I think Yura did a hand wire build like that. You mean just single individual ones? What board was that, Insty? I'm glad brands like QK have both non-flex cut and flex cut PCBs. Dude, that was not easy to do though. Like oh man, I don't even truly feel, I want to bring it up, but I also don't want to bring it up, so I'm just gonna bring it up anyways. Fuck it. When that was going on, when I think it was the QK80, and there was like tons of people after watching a few streams being like, yo, can we please get that? That was like pulling on teeth to get some people to understand that people like different things. I got a lot of shit from a lot of people in, I would say the QK server, but there was other servers as well, just telling me if I didn't like it, don't buy it. And it's like, that's totally fair. You're not wrong. But I was also asked to review the keyboard. So if I say I wish it had something to attract more people, then I don't understand where I go from here. And it was like the craziest thing ever that I just kept getting shit on for giving my opinion on I didn't like it. We'll rip the review on that keyboard then. Yeah. You had an opinion in the wrong way. How dare you? Alex is here to give us advice on people designing / selling boards. I just feel like, hey, man, you could probably sell more of these if you did this. And it was like, no, then just don't buy it. Now, mind you, it wasn't the QK team. It was just, I think it was like one of their moderators and a lot of people in the community. PCB is also one of the few things you really can't just swap in and out of a keyboard. You can swap keycaps, switches, stabs, even the keyboard kit, but not the individual PCB. Wholeheartedly agree. Also, me and Angel played a little bit more Elden Ring yesterday. A little co-op going on. We got slapped a few times. We agreed that yesterday on certain playthroughs of Elden Ring, me and Angel, like, I swear to God, sometimes the NPCs would just go into hyper aggressive mode. And they would, it's like they chugged a monster or like, I don't know, a fucking Red Bull. And they just like destroyed us. But then we'd reload in and they were just like normal again. It was the strangest thing. We both agreed it was just weird. Like, you know the birds near the beginning of the game? Sounds like a skill issue. Yeah, honestly, probably. Probably, dude. Yeah, we watched the DLC for the Elden Ring, the trailer. Kind of pumped up, dude. Alex is good at games. Thanks, Avo. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know if Angel would agree, though. It's dielectric grease time. Where did I stick the dielectric? Hello, dielectric grease. Oh, up there. As a devout Souls fan, Elden Ring just didn't hook me for some reason. You know what really hooks me about the game is just trying different builds. Like starting a new character, or I don't know. Yeah, I guess starting new characters. And then just trying something different. I'm trying a dagger build this time. I really think the dagger build's not going to work out for me, but I'm going to try it anyways. Orum, compliment. You know what always works out for me? Orum, I hope you're having a great day. Just know that you work out for everyone, man. Right? You're that kind of guy. You just make things happen. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day today. Dagger build's OP. I'm not looking up any build guides, but I think the only viable dagger build I've already played the game once, and I have a lot of. I think I did a lot in the game. I think the only dagger build that I think might be viable, I think would probably be the dagger. I don't remember what it's called now. The dagger that can like fling the blood. I think that might be the only one that might be viable. Also, Frank, happy birthday. If you guys didn't know, it's Frank's birthday today. I think Frank turned 30 today. Reduvia? Yeah, it's the Reduvia. Because you can use the ability on it. The blood stacks don't work for every boss, though. Because some bosses have armor. And they're just immune to it. Like, we were trying to defeat some knight. And they just are immune to all bleeds, so. Anytime, Frank. Happy birthday. Hey, whose birthday's coming up next? Who do we got in chat's birthday that's coming up next, guys? Do you guys know? Should we start a list? Birthday list? I did a dex build on my first playthrough. Use bows too. You know, I kind of do want to try a bow build in the game. I really haven't touched it at all. I've dabbled in everything except for bows. It's Clackbait's birthday today too? Oh, really? Well, if he comes in, I'm going to say happy birthday. If not, then happy birthday, Clackbait. Mine's in May. Mine's probably next in November. I would say yours is probably next, yeah. July for me. July for me as well. Oh, it's good to have a birthday boy, girl in chat. Yeah, it's always fun to have someone's birthday in chat. Mine's 4:20. We got a minute. That's sort of soon-ish. March for me? Oh, soon. We're a few days away from March. Literally, February is almost over. All right, let's put this PCB together. Alex, can you show how much dielectric do you apply? Here, let me just grab a random... do I have a random wire I can like quickly show you on? Here, I'll just take this out and I'll put it back in the bag. I don't mind. I have a guide on YouTube if you want to see me do it in more detail, where you can actually slow it down or rewind it a whole bunch of times. But this is how much dielectric I normally put on. So I dip it in. Yeah, that's exactly how much I'll put on. It's not much. I do not go past the bend. And then I'll slip it in. I use 205 to fill it in afterwards. And then a lot of the times what I do this usually afterwards when I'm doing final tunings of a board. I'll put a little bit of 205 on the corner over here because I don't like the dielectric grease being there. But that's typically what I do. That is it. You'll what? Oh my God, what did I say that was sus? Slip it in? Is that what I said that was sus? God damn. Wish we'd have rattle-free stabs in 2024. Someday, though. To be fair, though, I will say that I think that if you can practice your stabs... Also, why not? Thank you so much for using your Prime sub here, dude. I think if you practice lubing, or I don't know, if you just like be patient with lubing, you'll never have to deal with this kind of stuff. It's pretty easy afterwards. Like, it just takes a little bit of like patience and understanding there. Although I shouldn't say it's easy because some people might find it a little bit tricky. Stabies are close to rattle-free? Really? I would kind of disagree. Maybe did you have experience, like good experiences with Stabies? You gotta relube at some point in the year though. Okay. So I would say the Kohaku, I'm at my desk a lot by the way. The Kohaku and the Envoy have seen probably the most desk time in the last year alone. And I have not had to retouch those things at all. The only thing I had to do on the Envoy was with one set of GMK, because it was just a looser set, I had to put a piece of plastic over the stem, but I've never had to re-lube them. It was just for one set of GMK. So I don't want to say yes. Maybe within a year, or I guess how much you frequent the keyboard. Eventually you will need to add a little bit of extra, syringe a bit in. XHT, I have no idea. I don't think anyone's used them long enough to know. Yeah, not all switches are built equally. So sometimes you'll get a switch that has a little bit more looseness to it and will cause your stabilizer to rattle. Oh, it is indeed something. If I need to add some lube, should I add more dielectric or start adding 205? I mix all the time and I have no problems. I think originally people said to not mix, and then one day I just said, well, what happens if I do mix? And I asked them that question and they said, well, it's just not good. And I said, well, why? And they couldn't give me an actual like scientific answer other than just that's what they heard from someone else. So I started to mix. I dielectric to start, and then I syringe in some 205. Yeah, this board's actually really cool. I really like this. These are really nice too, the design on the back here. This is cool. I even like the USB-C slot. I'm happy this is in stock though. Very, very happy. Oh wow. Look how thin this piece of aluminum is over here. It's impressive. Imagine a keyboard side profile being that thin. Ooh, this is nice. This has like a solid like heft to it. I don't know why. It just feels good in hand. Cool. I don't know why I disassembled the case for. I got to do the stabilizers, but you know what? I did it. So very, very fun. Damn, this PCB is trippy. What layout would this be? They're calling it a 70%. But it has, interesting enough, the keyboard itself, if we look at the top frame, is just a, I don't even know if it's a hair wider. Maybe a hair wider than a 60. So this is interesting. I don't know if the solderable one has 6 or a 7U. I would probably say it's safe to assume no, just because the layout here. The layout looks like it probably wouldn't support something with 7U, which is a little bit of a bummer. However, because it is such a unique layout, I'm willing to say, all right, that's not something I can truly criticize in that case. Cool, nice PCB. In stock should be the way. Imagine wanting to get replacements or extra parts for limited or raffled keyboards. Well, they also have a daughter board that's a universal daughter board. This is the Fly daughter board, which is nice too. Albeit it is Molex, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but, you know, at least it's universal. Plateless tadpole mount, got it. Yeah, it's going to be tadpoles, but we are adding a plate today. Just because this is hot swap. And I don't know if I trust myself to do, I guess, you know what? Let me see. You can technically go plateless. That's actually really good tolerance. Like, guys, I don't know if you guys want me to try it, but I have a feeling this would probably work. However, maybe we just say no just in case. Because it's hot swap, so let's just use the plate. Fuck it. Let's use the FR4 plate in this case. They sent an alu plate as well, but we'll just use the plate. So nice.
Good evening, Alex. I would like to know your opinion on the vintage MX Black. I read that they had a deeper frequency than their recent cousin. Is this true?
They are a slight bit more deeper, I would say, than the Hyperglides. So yes, they all also have a bit more of a unique, well, they're just more scratchy. Be prepared to film them, and also be prepared to put in some extra, I guess, work with properly lubing them. But you absolutely also need to spring swap them too. But yes, also thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you. Yes, I would say they're a little bit deeper than the Hyperglides, for sure. I personally really like vintage ones, so vintage switches are quite nice. All right, let's put some of this stuff in here. Let's actually clean up a little bit. Thanks for your answer and for your job. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate you. For your Prime sub as well. That means a lot. Have fun cleaning them if you're not well kept either. That's the biggest pain because ultrasonic cleaning them is risky. Is it actually? I've never actually used an ultrasonic cleaner, so. What's up, Travis? How you doing? Damn, the tolerance of this PCB is quite nice. Cream soda supremacy? Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of them. I feel like my interest went from buying a whole bunch of keycaps back in November, and then December I was just like, dude, I'm buying switches. So I have so many switches I'm gonna go through over the next like month or two still, and some of them are still coming in. I will be building a tactile personal board soon too. I've been craving to try out some tactile switches. Cream sodas or curry switches? Oh man, that totally depends on what kind of keyboard you're trying to build. They're so different, dude. Milky yellows or curry switches? Okay, right now, my personal preference would still lie towards milky yellows. However, curry switches are very deep sounding, and if you have a board that already has a little bit more of a natural high pitchness to it, it complements it very well. Also, curry switches make for excellent space bars in certain situations. They're also dirt cheap, so if you want to try curry switches, they're not very expensive. Like, you can pick up... I mean, I bought mine on a sale, so I even had a bigger discount, but they're not very expensive at all. I don't really like Zaku's. I think it's just a personal thing. I never have. Even when they were like the king of switches at one point with the community. I think they're too thin sounding. No, curries are not long pull. At least I don't think they're. I need some water. I don't really use tactiles too often these days, but I do want to get back into it. Ever tried the First Love switches from Icon Labs? I feel like I have. Are they the pink and red ones? Hey Alex, do you think switch testers actually work? Like, do they fulfill their purpose of giving an idea? Dude, I don't even know how to answer this question. This is actually a tough one for me. What do you guys think? My thought process is yes and no. Like, you can get an idea of what the switch sounds like, but also it also feels a bit pointless to do because every keyboard will be different for that particular switch. So you can get a feel of what they feel like, as well as maybe an overall sound profile. Like, if you know something isn't as loud, you'll have an idea. But I just don't feel like it's an accurate representation because there are certain keyboards which, I mean, you guys have seen, like, I love Nixie switches. There are certain boards I don't think Nixie's working. So I feel like for feeling and then a general overall very broad sound profile perhaps. But I don't know. I feel like some people also swear by switch testers. They tell me that, you know, it's really helped them narrow down things, which makes sense. So I don't think they're bad purchases. I just think you also have to take them with a grain of salt. It slaps? Wait, what color are they, Chappie? Never really saw a point to me. I also agree with you there. I've always felt they're a bit pointless. I don't know, man. Yeah, I've tried Akko switches. You know, Akko switches are just KTTs. I think at one point they might have been something different, but they're manufactured by KTT switch manufacturers. So if you know what KTT switches are and they're great, you'll probably end up liking Akko switches too. Oh, this cream soda no good. Everyone has a giant switch tester right in front of them on the desk. I mean, technically, there is a website you can go to. Hear me out. Might be a bit more costly. If you already have a hot swap keyboard, there is a website you can go to that you can buy individual switches. I bent that pin. So you could go that route too. I believe Akko is KTT. I'm pretty positive Akko is KTT. Pretty sure. Can someone, I guess, does someone know? Is it KTT or TTC? Yep, they are. Okay, yeah. I was pretty positive they're manufactured by KTT. Aqua Pulse from KTT, yeah, okay. There is a brand that does use, what's it called? TTC though. TTC is kind of always up and down too. Depends on the switch actually. That would make sense too. I think maybe a majority of them are KTT, but Milktooth, that's the brand. Yeah, you can get those like individually there. How's the Ori? I've been liking it. I'm gonna swap it off. I think I do want to try out some different keyboards in my collection again. So I'm pretty jaded when it comes to switches. Yeah, market's so saturated. It is. I don't disagree. Sometimes it feels a little bit overwhelming. It's actually an interesting layout. I feel like this might not vibe with everyone, but you know what? I'm here for it. Omnitype. Hey, Omnitype, look at my shirt. I gotta rep you guys today. Aqua seems like they have good packaging. Yeah, Aqua packaging is good. It's just boxes and trays. Like, they're nice. I don't mind getting my stuff in a plastic baggie too. So I don't really mind packaging for Switches. Either way, I'm happy. The less waste though, the better for me. So usually a little plastic bag I end up reusing. I've seen Switches from certain brands even come in paper bags with paper boxes, you know, as the shipping, and that works for me too. Okay, I'll let that read.
Since you're into cameras, have you checked out the new Fujifilm X100 Vi? Is it a good starter camera?
That's a good, it is a good starter camera. Any camera is a good starter camera. It's just expensive. To answer your question, I have checked it out. I think it's nice. I think I like the megapixel count because I'm a firm believer that you can crop with bigger megapixels, and if you're into that kind of stuff, like I like cropping in on a lot of my shots. However, if you want my honest opinion, for the price it would cost you for an X100 6, I think you're better off putting that money towards a cheapy body from Fuji. So let's just say an XT20, if you can find one. Even an XT30. Not the new ones, not the older XT30s. You can find them used. And then I would get yourself one really nice lens. They're a little bit bigger than the X100 6s. And, you know, I think you're going to get the same use out of it. It's not going to cost you as much. And you don't have to fight off. I think someone even mentioned it. I don't know how much they're reselling for already, but you're going to have to wait for that camera. And then the added benefit, because it's a point and shoot. You can't change the lens, right? Yeah, if someone's willing to give you an XT20, get it, dude. What lens would you recommend? If you want to do street stuff, my wholehearted recommendation right now, Fuji makes, it's not very expensive, a 35. I'm using it for this lens right here, the face camera. They make a 35 1.4. Solid, rock solid lens that you can pick up for the Fuji system. Has a lot of character to it as well. And what I mean by character is it's not like clinically perfect. Great, great, great lens. 100% pick that up. Again, you can get that used. I did. And then the nice thing about it is try the 35, and then you can go from there. If you feel like you need a little bit more reach, if that's how you want to, like, style your shots, then you go buy yourself like a 60 or a 7, or I don't know, like somewhere between like a 60 and 70 mil lens, you know? But I think a good starter for anyone is a 35. You always almost convince me to go Fuji every time I'm in here. Garrett, what are you shooting with right now? I think I always ask you, is it Sony? I think everyone shoots Sony. Sony just makes solid autofocus systems, so. Can you not switch the lens on the new Fuji X100? No, you cannot. It's all that whole Fuji's X100 series is fixed. So you're getting a point and shoot basically. But a lot of people like that. So this is like a lot of like camera semantics. Is that a good word for this? Listen, little pause from the build. There is a lot of creativity to be had with limitation. All right. So that's something you don't hear when you're early on in your creative journey. Limitation makes creativity. It forces you to kind of step out of a comfort zone. So this is why I normally don't, when I'm talking to people and recommending them things, I normally don't recommend a zoom lens. Now, kit lenses, they're fine, you know, like they're fine to have. But if you really want to challenge yourself, you stick with a prime lens, and it's a limitation, right? So when you're using something like the X100 series, you're limited because you only ever get the one thing. So you got to learn how to use that camera. There is some beauty to be had in limitation. However, if you're really not sure what you're into yet, I don't know if it's the best thing to start. Because if you end up saying, well, fuck, I really don't like this kind of wider lens. What the fuck was that? Weird. If you really don't like this wider lens, then you just go for a... What the fuck is that? Are they doing some work above me? But yeah, that's what you end up doing there. Huh? Someone's at your door? There's no door here. It's just a wall and a ceiling. Alex, how you doing? I'm doing good, man. Someone's beating the meat? Who gonna call? Serious, bro. Cream sodas today? Yeah. Anyways, limitation does breed some creativity. Is Tim trying to get your toes? Yo, honestly? Might be. Alex, Sonnet PC bottom, brass weight, GAT inks, palm plate. Should I use plate foam or no? Brass weight, PC bottom, GAT inks, palm plate. Nah, you don't need plate foam for that. You don't need it. I don't think you do. I feel like that's a solid combination, dude. Someone clapped the floor above. That was weird. I've never heard that here before. Recently, I've wanted even wider than a 35. Yeah, I mean, today, I feel like today, most of my shots were, all of my shots were the 35mm lens. And I gotta admit, I did wish I brought my 50 because I feel like it was just wider. Like the streets were too wide rather, and I wanted to kind of get a little closer, but I physically could not get walk into the middle of the street. So there was a small part of me that did want to, get a longer lens there. I'm a telephoto boy at heart. What lens would you recommend for someone shooting sports? Sports? Hey, listen, that's a totally different ballgame. Sports, you're gonna want a nice zoom lens. You're gonna want the range. Totally different ballgame for sports. That is not like street photos or just kind of being creative. That is strictly, making sure you can capture any moment at any given time with what you have. Little tadpole mounts, also very sport dependent. Agree. Absolutely root and toot and agree. I have the bad trait of many ADH folks that I find a hobby and go all in immediately and forget 2 months later after spending all my money, so I've been avoiding cameras. I feel like you would if you have that kind of approach to things, you would probably spend a lot of money in this. Cameras can get, I'm sure you already know though, Mr. Omnitype, they can get so expensive. I have a love-hate relationship with these tadpole mounts. I feel like I'm terrible at inserting the tadpole mounts into the slots. Bannock, how you doing, man? Also, I do see that they have a mounting point underneath the space bar. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we'll put it in to start, but I have a feeling we're gonna take it out. I do have a feeling we're gonna remove it. Doing well. Was just wondering, work on a commission for an Orbit 65? Hell yeah. Uh-oh, Alex tooted. Yeah, my bad, guys. Did Alex just fart? Yeah, totally me. I totally tooted on stream. Not the PCB at all. You fart, bro? It was all me, dude. All me, baby. Oh, let's actually remove this too. Tech W. Oh, I need a different bit for this. Oh, I feel like sneezing right now. I'm a nature photographer. I would love to get into a little bit of nature photography. It feels like it would just be silly relaxing, you know? You ever sneezed and farted at the same time? I would be lying if I told you I haven't. I wish cameras needed a universal mount across all bands. Having to buy adapters is such a pain. There are certain cameras that are better for that than others. But I do agree it is a little bit of a, I guess I have to use these, a little bit of a nuisance. What camera do you recommend for beginners? If you're looking to buy brand new, I have no idea what's cheap at the moment, and I don't know the state of anything but Fuji. But if you're looking to buy used, dude, buy yourself a Fuji XT20 or XT30 and get yourself a nice little either kit lens or a 35mm lens, or even a 50. A lot of people like 50s. The price of this board, I'm assuming, would start at $200, and it's in stock too. They have pricing on their website. If you guys hit !build, it kind of has a better breakdown of pricing than I can possibly give you. That's like slots in real nice. Is there an IC for this board? I've been considering replacing my 7B, and this looks like a good replacement. There's no IC. There is, I mean, these are releasing in like 4 days. There is a website though with information. I believe there's only going to be 100 units though, guys. I don't know. I think I did speak to them. I just can't remember. It's been a little while since I spoke to them about this. I don't think there's immediate plans to run more after this. But, I mean, possibly. It would make sense if they did. It's not a limited system, so. It would make sense if they did. Oh, that actually slots in really nice. I was a little concerned that that might not slot in super good there, but here, let me show you. Very nice. Best thing about the Fuji system is the manual controls, aperture range, knobs. I mean, it's a nice camera feel, for sure. For sure. Now, where does this slot into? Right there. So we gotta go. I think a regular JST would have been just fine for this. No need to go for the Easy Mate. Wait, shift is to the right arrows? That is strange. It's a very unique layout. This is, I guess, what they're calling a 70% layout. I don't know if the layout's going to be for everyone. So far what I really like about the keyboard is the design language. I personally don't mind the layout. It's compact enough. Now something I don't really care for. Also like the mounting system. I like the fact that you can buy one FR4 plate and then just like take out the middle part. PCB mounted's always really fun for that. Ooh, this might sound insane. The design, again, little wood accent here on the side, or you can just get like a little metal accent. Pretty cool. I think the only negative thing about this board so far is going to be that easy mate connector. Again, not the end of the world. It's not like a super negative point, but just a point of criticism for longevity. They're not rated for many uses, so. And perhaps the only meh point that some people might find a little bit divisive, again, would be the layout, as we just kind of said too. The layout may not be for everyone, unfortunately. Some people might find this layout too cramped. But Anno's good on this. Price is a good point on this. Like, this feels really high quality. The Anno's really well done on this. Yeah, it's no wider than a 60. If you guys were wondering, it's quite compact. So we can probably even just use like a regular desk pad for this, which I will go get one after this. Now, what on earth do I use for keycaps here? It's been a little while since I've done this kind of color keyboard. What on earth am I using? GMK. Oh, Norse would make a lot of sense. What's the price? The price is going to be, again, you can check their website for all the breakdown, but it looks like it's going to start at 200 bucks. Better breakdown on their website though. I have it in the exclamation point build command. Shit, I think Norse makes a lot of sense for this. I don't know. I think with the wood accent, Norse is perfect, man. I think we have to go for Norse. I will go get Norse. I don't have earth tones, unfortunately. Chudo, I don't have birch either. Fuck, I feel like there's so many keycaps that I want to buy, but I shouldn't. I gotta behave. Now, where on earth did I put Norse? I had it out the other day. Oh, right here. Let me get the rest of Norse. Greg mentioned. Dude, I'm using Greg next week. You guys want to spare me with Greg? The only way Greg gets used is the other way. The page they have for the board is sick. It's very well done. They seem to like put a lot of care into the board, their website, the packaging. Dude, they even had me delay stream like 3 times because they were trying to get everything 100% before the launch of their board. So, interesting. Actually, you know what? I have that other little... We'll use this guy here. We'll use Norse 2 Kazomni types here. Well, I don't know if he's still here, but... Why is it going to launch at the same time as the F1? Oh, is the F1 out today? Dude, my hands are shaky today. Oh, that's not good. I had enough water today. I did hydrate a lot. However, I did have a soda. Well, mind you, it was a diet soda for lunch. I was craving carbonation, and I have no carbonated water. So maybe it was that. You can do plateless. Yep. There's even half plate if you want to buy the solderable version. So a lot of fun ways to get this built, which is great. We love to see that. That is 20520, correct. A lot of fun ways, baby. I have high hopes for this. I'm hoping this sounds sick. Who was that? Aqua? Aqua, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you. Alrighty. If it sounds good, I might try to get it if I can. I have a feeling it's going to sound good. Got D, B. Again, the layout's a little awkward, so this may be the only point of divisiveness for some people. Keep in mind. Hope you had a Greg day. I also hope I had a Greg day today. And a great day, and a Greg day. But thank you. How was your day today? How was yours? I hope it was fantastic. The day's not quite over too. So after this, I'm gonna quickly clean off my desk. And I think me and my girlfriend are gonna quickly discuss some stuff for the future. And then we're gonna do a little garbage run, and then we're gonna sit down and play video games. I'm thinking maybe tonight, if we're both feeling like it. I'm not sure though. Maybe we'll finish up at Takes Two. But I also really want to play Last Epic some more, so I might bail on that idea and just play Last Epic. I've been really wanting to level my character. Ooh, this sounds like it's gonna be great. Hold on. I do like the thinness of the bezels here on the side. They're not like the thinnest I've ever seen, kind of like on that guy. But dude, these are quite pretty looking. Art, that's not what it was supposed to be, man. Don't get twisted, my friend. Hello there, you handsome hunk of honey. God damn. Thank you. Marcia.
I'm almost 4 years.
Hi, Marcia. Marcia, when are you streaming next? God, I've known Marcia so long in this hobby now. If you guys don't know who Marcia is, Apiary Keyboards, excellent streamer. Good person, good friend. Tomorrow? Hell yeah. What are you streaming? Marcia has the longest sub. Actually, I think Chozo does. By like a month. I think Chozo is literally the longest sub here. Believe it or not, I think Chozo was one of the very first people even started watching me. Yeah, because I think so. I want to say so because I think Chozo watched me when I was like only dabbling in keyboards and I was also playing video games. I want to say. I don't know if he's here, but I still believe Marcia has the most knowledge. Yes, Marcia 1000% has the most knowledge in the hobby. Well, I would argue her and Diego are the most knowledgeable people. They're the people I kind of like look up for knowledge. I think they kind of have both their sets of different knowledge, but I do think both of them have the most knowledge in the hobby. Not Teja. Listen, I love Teehee types. I love him. Love him to death. Great guy. Great hair. Beautiful eyes. Good hug. Great smile. Soft hands. But Mr. Teehee types, I don't think is as knowledgeable as Miss Marcia and Mr. Diego. Daddy. Huh? Reaching into the middle of that pile to grab a cap and touch others and not working the edges, making my eyes twitch. Sorry, I'm being chaotic. That's very specific info. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you guys. Oh, I feel like maybe I shouldn't use these. This is the FR4 plate that I'm using today, correct? FR4. That is not where that goes. What did I come back to? Man, I want more Teehee type streams. And I want more Apiary streams. And I want more Diego streams. Actually, funny enough, I think the people I've just mentioned have been streaming the longest of times. I don't know where Teehee types has been, to be honest with you guys. Ever since he got 360 no-scoped, and then he had to take a month off because of the shame he felt, he's been a different guy. I want more Alexotos stream. Dude, I think I stream a lot. 360 no scoped. Okay, if you don't know, Teja ran a subathon, and it's the saddest story. So I'll probably turn on the sad music. He ran a subathon, and it was a while ago, and he invited some other content creators and just people to play video games with. And Angel, Asmodeus, Hellheim Designs was one of those people. And Teja was running that subathon, and Angel styled on him I think it was 2 or 3 times, and 360 no scoped him, like literally, not even joking. We're not kidding around. I think he felt pretty bad after that, and Teja said, he had a wedding honeymoon thing to go to, just very convenient timing, and then disappeared for like a month and a half, 2 months. I don't know. I still don't buy it, but yeah, that's what happened. Pretty positive was 360 no scope. I'd be embarrassed too. We need conspiracy theory music, not sad music. I don't think I have any conspiracy theory music right now. What just happened? Man, I don't even know. I don't even know what just happened. Do I leave these on and just put control here? I feel like this is so jarring to put this, though. You know what I might do? I'm just going to put this little eagle thing, and I'll just put the super key here. That makes more sense. And then what do I put here? Is this size keycap? So yeah, we would need like function or something. Do I have one like that? Ooh, perfect. So it does not have a right shift in this layout. You could technically put shift here. This could be a shift, although I think that might be a bit awkward for people. I'm just gonna put function. It's a keyboard. You can do it the way you want. You can definitely do it the way you want here. I actually don't mind this layout, guys. I mean, I am not a right shift user. And okay, now that we put it together, have a little bit more visual, I feel like if you are a right shift user, this is probably 100% a pass. You don't get this. This is not the board for you. But if you don't use right shift, this is kind of a neat layout. Ooh, this sounds like it's going to be awesome. Hold on, let me put this away. Let me move this to the side. This sounds like it might be pretty nice. So this is Tadpole. It does have they said effective, 21.7. Ooh, cream sodas. FR4 plate. Let's see what this sounds like. I'm going to do one thing, though. I love the alphas. I think the spacebar is a little flat. Just a slight bit flat, and I think I know why. I don't mind the way it sounds, though. However, I think it could be better by just removing that tadpole underneath the spacebar. $200, about $200 too. About, we'll just say about. I don't know shipping. Okay, I don't know what's gonna cost to import to specific countries. We'll just say, for the sake of talking, you know, maybe after all's said and done, let's just say $250, $260, probably more for some people depending on where you live. This one mount over here, I think this is a bit of a miss. I don't know why they put a mounting point under the spacebar. It's fine though, because some people might prefer maybe a bit of a firmer spacebar or a flatter sounding spacebar. Might be preference thing.
How do you touch type capital A without right shift?
I don't know. I have to... This. Pinky. Yeah. Also, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you. Yeah, Pinky. Pinky and... Yeah. I don't think I've ever had to use the right shift for anything. Actually, normally I just rebind it to something else. Much better. Much better. Much, much better without the... Okay. Okay, here's my thoughts on the sound profile. I think, and this is kind of typical with, again, like I said before, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Tadpole mounts. I've always felt like the edges of Tadpole is a little stiffer slash flatter. No exception on this board. I felt the same way about the Frog and a lot of the Tadpole ones I use. However, the spacebar is great. Alpha is fantastic. It's a nice softness. I'm sure you can just pick up different Duro Tadpoles as well. I don't know if they're going to be offering those. This sounds pretty good. It looks good. I think this is a winner. The only concern I have is that Easy Mate connector on the inside. The weight is internal, so there's a bit of an internal weight there. Although I would say this is probably about 4-ish pounds. I like this. Hell, I mean, like, this is a great layout too. Like, I don't know. I think I'm vibing a lot with this layout because it doesn't take up much desk space. I get my arrow keys and I get my F keys. I kind of like the layout for myself, and the price is good too. Yeah, like, this is nice to me. I'm going to try a different spacebar in here, though, just to see what it sounds like. Because we do have hot swap. So, you already know the drill. You already know what's happening here. Let me get my... let me get my trusty... Babe. Nixies are just goated. I mean, don't be afraid to do that to your keyboards as well. Just, you can try different switches in different parts. Like, it doesn't have to always be the same thing. You want a curry switch as well to try? Dude, why do I feel like I gave away the last curry switch to someone? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I... Oh, is this one? Hold on. Yep, never mind. I have 2 left. I've been giving them to clients, so I should keep one, though. I don't mind that. I do think the Nixie was a little bit brighter. The curry switch is nice, though. I don't think this is a curry switch board, though. I think this is a Nixie board. Damn, this is nice. Nixie was the best? Yeah. Cool. What do you guys think? I like the little wood accent too. I kind of really vibe with that. I think it looks pretty sweet. What do you guys think? The desk is just from IKEA, so whatever IKEA stuff's made of. I like this design overall. I like the butt, yeah. The color of the ano is really nice. Side profile again, box on wedge. Has a bit of that kind of taper here on the side as well, but then a little bit unique with that kind of stepped rail design at the back. Very, very subtle. Looks sweet though. The ano is perfect on this, by the way. Like, absolutely flawless. Looks really good. There's the wood accent up close if you guys want to see that part of the keyboard. A little bit of a cherry lip. Front height does seem... Let me take off the desk pad because I'm normally... Nah, front height's not an issue. To be fair though, if you guys want my critique on this, if it matters to some people, hope it does. I feel like without using the desk pad because it raises it up higher, this is the highest I'd go. This is effective 21.7. I think this is a little lower than the Ori, but for some reason it feels like it's higher. Oops. Yeah, it's a little lower than the Ori. Just a slight bit. I'm not sure what the Ori was. I can't remember. It feels a little higher for some reason, but it's not. So this is the lowest. This is the highest I'd go though. Like anything higher than this, and I can tell I could hover my hands. Very nice though. Very, very nice keyboard. Damn, cream sodas were nice on this. Have I ever spray painted a keyboard, or would I ever? I don't really have experience in that, so. That tadpole is the only thing saving you from having to fish for your cable? Oh, true, huh? True, true, true. Can I get a pen pop Did you redeem one? You did. Hold on, let me get you that pen pop, baby. Shit, where'd I put the pen? Dude, I don't even know where my pen pop is. Hello? Did I use it as a prop for something recently? Gonna be honest, I don't know where it is. Put it there? No, it's not there either. I might have to refund you. Can I get a smile? Sorry, dude. I don't know where the pen is. I think I used it for something recently. Yeah, maybe I brought it to the front. Oh, I know where it is. Hold on. Let me go get it for you. Hold on. Let me get that for you, dude. Because my pen that I use to sign documents and stuff, like shipping stuff, ran out of ink. So I brought it to the front. Bam! Well, this is fun build. Thanks again to Typeface for sending this out. I think this is a fantastic board, honestly. The only criticism I'd have is in future boards, probably stay away from the Easy Mate connectors. I have no real major things here. Perhaps rework how the tadpoles sit would be my only other piece of critique. Instead of, I think it was here and here, I would even just move this tadpole. I know there's one over here already, but just like that instead of like this. Past that, this is a very fun board. I like the layout. It's not something you see every day. I like the inclusion of a little accent that's vertical on the bottom. So yeah, what's Easy Mate the Molex connector? It is, yes. Pretty nice. Gotta say, good typing angle, good front height, like the little cherry lip. Overall, this is a winner, and it's gonna be in stock. which is pretty awesome too. Again, for people who like right shifts, this is probably not the board for you. Are the Easy Make connectors bad? They're not rated for many uses. So I would typically recommend to not use them in keyboard projects. They're great if you never plan on opening the keyboard again. But if you're someone who tinkers a lot, to me, this is a tinkering keyboard, because you have hot swap with many different plates, and you can take out tadpoles and stuff. So you might tinker with this a little bit. Compliment. Hey, Aaron, I want to let you know that if you were a keyboard and I had to score you 10, you'd be 10 out of 10. All right. Best reviewed keyboard I've ever seen in my entire life. Aaron, I hope you're having a great day. And if anyone tells you anything negative this week, just remember you're a great person. All right. Love you, dude. Hope you're having a great day today. 10 out of 10, baby. Website says in stock only 100 units. Yeah, they did say only 100, so we'll see what that says. But they have a Discord too, by the way. I don't know if anyone wants to join their Discord. Let me get you a link. I joined it today. Invite people. Here you guys go. Oh, I can't copy paste in here. There you go. If you guys want the Discord, if you guys were interested in following the project, I don't know. I was really into this the moment they showed it to me. I like their whole... They have a really nice theme and design for everything, and the designer seems like he's really into this. So I'm into it as well. I like people that have good sense of direction with what they're going with the project. So it's a very pretty keyboard though. But yeah, thanks guys for joining. Really appreciate you guys today. I'll be streaming tomorrow and the day after. We have a lot of streams to cover. Tomorrow's going to be a daytime stream, I think. So hopefully you guys can make it. I don't know if you guys can't, don't stress. How many channel points to put some T1s on your board? 1 million. Alex, you're making me blush? Oh, please. Appreciate you enjoy your evening. Thank you, thank you. Clownfish! Tier 2 for 6 months? Clownfish, that's very kind of you, dude. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, guys. Let's see if we can go raid. Thank you, Clownfish. Appreciate the support, man. Have a good night. That bokeh is delicious. Bokeh-licious. The bokeh behind me? I don't even know who's streaming. I feel like there's not a... Oh my god. Gym leader Nathan? I'll raid Nathan. He has a new office that looks really nice. My man living the dream right now. Alright, you guys enjoy. Say hi to Nathan for us. And I'm going to hop off, clean up a bit. Although I might go straight away and take some pictures of this board. This is really nicely themed with Norse. I think Norse is perfect for this. I'm liking this. Take care, guys. Love you guys, and see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.